So it's 1983. And David Oates drops his Walkman into a toilet.
We need some music.
Oops.
We need some music in the background. This is gonna has a Walkman involved.
That's a CD player for you people out there.
So AI wrote this script for me. Because I asked it to do show notes, but it's easier for me if I'm reading it like a story and I can just skim. Trying to do an outline doesn't work. And this is what it actually says after that. It says, if you're under 40, a Walkman is a cassette player. If you're under 30, a cassette is how people listen to music before God abandoned us.
What?
Whoa.
Hello?
So
God? Did you leave?
over the cassette.
Was that the
See,
peak
he
of
said-
humanity?
He said, CDs. I know where this is going. I'm out. I gotta go.
That's when he started destroying the earth with the flood when
That was
they
the rapture.
created CDs.
That's when the rapture happened.
What has he done during the digital age?
That's why he left. He saw the CD was going to become the digital age and said,
Golly.
getting
Okay.
out before it falls apart.
Blu-ray.
Anyway,
That lasted for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
in 1983, David Oates drops his Walkman into a toilet. And when he does that, on accident, when he gets it out, it's broken.
Of course.
And now it plays things in reverse.
Oh, no.
So he kind of thought it was funny and just was listening stuff in reverse. But then started listening to music, and everybody knows music has
Secret
messages. So I have a before. This isn't really related to his story, but I got a few examples from a variety of works. So my opening quote, "Your father is right. Work hard, stay in school, listen to your mother," was in the song "Intention" by Tool. It's in the middle, just like
Work hard, stay in school.
Real
listen to
quick,
your
do you
mother
want
father.
me to play these?
Not yet.
Okay.
I'll tell you when
Okay.
to play it. Then there was another one by Weird Al.
Weird Al Yankovic?
Yeah.
Cause I'm back. I'm fat.
His song
You know,
"I Remember
I'm
Larry."
fat.
It says, and I listened to all these to hear what it sounds like in reverse, and this one's the best one because it's literally just like him in reverse saying, "Wow, you must have a lot of free time on your hands."
Nice.
That's so weird.
That is something he would have said.
Pink
We're done.
Pink Floyd had their own something like that. This one's really long. It says, "Hello, Looker. Congratulations. You discovered the secret message. Please send your answer to Old Pink, care of the Funny Farm." And then it's like he gets interrupted by his manager saying his wife's on the phone.
What?
I don't like that. Hello, looker. I don't.
That sounds weird.
Yeah, it is weird, but that's their. And then Led
Watcher.
Zeppelin has, and Stairway to Heaven has the "Here's to My Sweet Satan."
Yeah, the famous one. Didn't
And-
The Simpsons do an episode about this?
Yeah.
Probably. And then Slayer and Hell Awaits, it has like them chanting "Join Us."
Hmm.
So some of them are creepy, some of them are funny. And then there are others that may be accidental. And I'll go into something specific.
AC/DC had one too,
Yeah.
didn't they?
Eminem has one too.
Yeah, Eminem has. There's a lot. There's too many to include.
Right.
And there's one other one I will get into in a moment, but I just wanted to share a few just because I can.
Because we have a podcast.
Because getting right to what I just said I'd get to, the Beatles.
Paul McCartney's dead.
Yes.
Yes. I will die on this hill that he was switched out.
So the first time they had some reverse audio, it was on accident. It messed up and put it in reverse, but John Lennon liked how it sounded. He's like, keep it in there. So people started paying attention now. And that led to the Paul McCartney.
Yes.
Do you know?
He died and they replaced him. And on the album cover, he's the only one walking the opposite way after his accident.
Well, there's more. Have you?
There's a
Do
ton
you know
more.
about this?
I've heard about the.
Before his accident, he played the guitar one way. After, he's the other.
Yeah,
we're
I
not
haven't
we're not
heard
going to
about
go
this.
into all of that. We're going to kind of more
fake.
we're going to keep it in line with the reverse stuff for the most part. But in 1966, he had an accident, car crash that didn't look survivable. And then people say that they replaced him with a lookalike named Billy Campbell.
Yes. This is
And
all true.
they started, by they, mostly John Lennon, started sprinkling little clues in their work to leave hints. For example, in the Discord, I posted images. Don't do the audio, but the images.
Yeah.
There's like a logo on the drum that says whatever it says. So I have like the normal one that I took this screenshot and did it myself. So it's not something someone else did. If you take the image and cut it in half horizontally and then flip it in mirror, it says 1, like Roman numeral 1, the number 1, Roman numeral 9, and then they say he died, but in mine it says he buy. But supposedly it says he die. And basically 1 is 11, 9,
Yeah.
and the car crash happened on November 9th.
9/11.
He's not real.
So people were saying like, oh, this was a hint that and then like you said, there's like the image of him walking and he's the only one that's out of step.
Wait, okay, so
Also, he had facial reconstruction that is bad.
you cut the image in half and then
the top, so you
mirrored it?
take the top half
Yeah.
and then mirror it underneath.
Yeah.
So
Okay, so you take the top half,
and
put
then
it
flipped,
underneath,
yeah,
flip
flipped it.
Okay, this might be a tangent on this, but real quick, everybody remembers LimeWire, right?
Yes.
Back in the day, I downloaded a 4-hour documentary off of LimeWire about this specifically.
Well, in the image where they're walking, there's a license plate that says on it 28 if.
Yes.
Which is how old Paul was or would be if he was still alive.
Dude, you're bringing back all the all the memories about this.
And then at the end of Strawberry Fields, people hear, "I buried Paul,"
Yep.
and it's not in reverse.
Yep.
It's in the
It's straight up.
Dumb ways to die.
Then this is going back to the reverse.
First
stuff.
thing that popped in my head. Sorry.
This is getting it back to reverse. In Revolution 9, there's a part that says "Turn me on, dead man." If you listen in
Yep.
reverse, and then "I'm so tired." Both of these
Yep.
being the same album. It says "Paul is a dead man. Miss him, miss him." It says like 3 or 4 times. Or it
Dude,
says "Miss him, miss him." Several
there's
times.
too much there. There's too much.
So this was the kind of stuff that Oates started noticing with music, and then he started listening to just conversations, not music. So the music kind of leads into this, but we're moving away from music, and this is where it gets crazy. Just normal conversations with people. He starts hearing words and phrases and sentences.
So is he taking his Walkman and just recording?
Yes,
And then
I think so.
going back. Okay.
Well, sort of. We'll get it. Okay. I don't know if at this point what he's doing, but in a second,
somehow he's getting it.
He comes to the conclusion that because he notices that it's, according to him, it's somewhat regular
Yeah.
that this is happening throughout conversation. And so he says, what if, and he starts thinking at this point, what if your conscious speaks in reverse? So like you don't even know you're saying it, but it's stuff your conscious wants to get out.
Okay. Yeah.
So
Okay,
with
hold up. Your conscious speaks to you back.
no
Subconscious.
It doesn't speak to you, it speaks to people. Like it's like I want to get this out, and your subconscious
Oh,
is like and we'll get into this better.
so your subconscious says things like normal,
Dude,
but
Yeah.
are the other person's subconscious interpreted backwards?
No, so like you're talking normal.
Yeah,
If I were to reverse it,
that's what I meant to say, but I reversed what I
Okay.
said.
yeah. So you're speaking normal, but if you reverse it, that's your subconscious trying to talk.
Yeah.
So with that in mind,
Yeah.
you don't have to play the second one if you don't want to, because the second one is just the first one in normal order. If y'all wanted to hear what it really was,
okay.
but Play the first one, and I want to see. Do you guys hear anything in this?
All right, here we go.
Here is the hour.
Here is the hour.
Here is the hour.
Here is the hour.
Yes, you have to take your hour. Here is the hour.
What?
Yeah.
It sounds like
One, yeah. One, what's that? That's you. Yeah. Here is the hour.
there's here alphabet and Baphomet.
I hear dead people. Okay, is that it?
No, it's keep.
Mark on them says off it. Yeah, das ist nicht schlecht. Nämlich nur richtig.
Yeah, it's about like a minute and a half. So you're
Yeah.
and it's not involved for us. And you.
Speaking Martian.
That sounded like something. Sorry.
I don't like this. I don't like this.
6 to 8. 30 seconds left. Hiller run Murphy excuse will ammo.
I heard ammo. Let's settle one without.
So little much. The girl we're 50. No, don't wear no.
Heck.
I don't like this. I had the skin good. No ammo. Man, skis. I crossed the gray whoops off. Then get it. No ammo. I heard I have a fish head.
Okay, that's all of it.
So the other one is this, and do you guys want to guess what that was?
That was us.
No. What is?
yeah.
So it was last week's. Whenever we started the hooks.
Oh.
And so it was after you, because I originally had more, but I was like, this is too long. So I got it to when you started your first one, and it went up to you trying to say proprietary and couldn't.
So this sounds like you could pick out stuff, but I have a feeling it's our brains trying to play a trick on us. Like find the pattern.
I have something to do with this, but first, did you guys hear anything in particular?
I heard Baphomet and alphabet.
I heard I have a fish head. Out of one
So,
of them. And ammo.
I took this and uploaded it to an AI transcript to see if it would get anything. And so like it got stuff, but it got like there are chunks it didn't understand, and it doesn't say, hey, I didn't understand this. So it'll be like the first little bit of this I hear. Like the first thing when what he's actually saying is proprietary, and then you say proprietary a few times.
Proprietary. Proprietary.
Those what this thing says, I'm not going to repeat because it has mild cussing in it. I'm not going to.
Whoa.
Very mild, but I'm not going to repeat it. But like I hear it. When I read this, I heard it. And then the next chunk I don't hear. But at 43 seconds, Vandy says something that this picked up on, and when I read it, I hear it.
Blast.
I don't know if you want to skip to it just to listen to it or not. You don't have to.
Let's listen to 43 seconds and hear it again.
Do you want me to tell y'all what?
No.
Okay.
At
Let's
43
read it.
seconds?
Yeah, start it at 43 seconds. Yeah.
Mark on them says off it. Yeah, das ist nicht schlecht. Nämlich nur richtig.
Now, do you guys hear anything?
I can't pick
no.
anything up.
He says he likes it. Mark, I'll never set off with you. Well, this says with you. I don't hear with you. I just hear yeah, or I hear he likes it. Mark, I'll never set off with. Yeah. Now, does that mean anything to you in your actual life, Andy?
Yeah.
Does it actually?
Hang on, I'm going back.
This is what I want to see. If there literally is something to do with the person named Mark going on with you right now, there might be something to this.
Mark on them says off it. Yeah, das ist nicht schlecht.
Dude, that's weird. I still can't. I hear Mark, but I can't pick up the rest of it.
So there is a guy that so in my office, it's me, my boss, and then we have like 2 cubicles behind us that nobody are in. This past week, a guy named Mark moved in there, and I've been training him.
Ooh.
Not this week. It's been a few weeks.
Yeah, well, it had to have been before this week because this would have been.
Now that I think about it, it's been a few weeks.
Facts.
Dude, this is
Facts.
weird.
So
Facts.
So This is not. This is
I don't
not.
like this.
This is not scripted at all whatsoever. In
No,
fact,
it's not.
I had no idea about anything to do with that, and this was AI that got this transcript. But I hear it clearly. He likes it. Mark, I'll never set off with. Yeah, I hear it clearly.
Mark, I'll never set off with.
Yeah. Well, this adds the word "you." I don't hear the word "you."
Dude, that's weird.
But the fact
Mark is trying to get you to go into a voyage on the high seas.
I will never set off with him.
so, but
So what I'm trying to say in reverse, Mark, is I'll never go off with you.
But that genuinely, in my opinion, adds a little bit of credit to
The subconscious.
this idea, because
That's
there's
creepy.
there's some other stuff that I'm going to say that if it's true, it makes perfect sense. But it's all speculation, hearsay, like whatever. We don't actually know the truth. But if this is like, I know you personally, and you're like, yeah, there's someone named Mark that, and it's here. I genuinely was not expecting whenever I did this for that.
Dude, that
it
is
would be-
weird.
It
That
would
gives
be
me
positive. It would be positive proof if it was for all three of us. Do you have anything for me or you?
I was listening. I was kind of listening to the whole thing and couldn't hear anything, but it was it's too long to.
So we have a
If a-
33% chance that it's going to be.
Well, then again, that's only
It works every time,
A s-
33% of the time.
it's only a small snippet of a podcast.
Yeah,
Also,
true.
there is actually one other spot that's not in here. I was listening to like the like I said, I got this just to have something to play, but then I started listening to the whole thing in reverse, and didn't get that far. But so at the end, I say peace at the end.
Yeah.
Every episode, when I played that in reverse, it said "see ya."
Peace. See ya.
I don't know how it.
Wow.
So kind of got it for me because I am saying that.
It's a 66% chance.
I didn't bring that one in because I already have a lot. And again, you don't have to play the second one unless you just really want to hear it. It's just us talking. I just was
The spacewalk.
no. The one that says second or first or whichever one if I labeled it wrong. The one that's us normal.
Can I go to where I said that? Or no, the whole thing's never mind.
Yeah, I don't know when it was.
Not gonna fool with it right now.
I don't know when it was.
I'm gonna go home and rethink my life.
So anyway, so this is what Oates noticed, and he really thought it was most likely to happen when people were lying or
Really?
covering something up or
But
trying
Mark's
to
a
deceive.
real person. I'll take a picture with him tomorrow.
No,
Send
not
it to
that
you.
not that it only happens, but like it happened more often when you're lying or deceiving. So he started to reverse well-known speeches. So there's too many of these to put examples for every single one. So I only put the first one I'm going to talk about. But so he reversed. There's one small step for mankind, one giant
Oh my
leap,
gosh.
or one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. Do you want to play it before I tell you what it is? Like,
Yeah.
So this is only like a section of it, not the full quote, because the full quote doesn't sound anything. But part of that sounds like this.
All right. I'm gonna play it. 3, 2, 1.
It's one small step for man, never for no.
Something about
Something
the
ne-
milkman.
Something about no. That's what I got.
It's man will spacewalk, and then whatever that little chunk at the end. Man will spacewalk, and I hear it.
Well, I picked up man at least, but
I'm gonna play it one more time now that I know what you're saying.
It's one small step for man, never for no.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
I
I hear
got
it.
that now. But I also kind of think that it could be because our minds are wired mostly to look for pattern, and if it's like those videos when somebody's mouthing something and then they put the word on screen.
You hear it suddenly.
Yeah, and then they put another one and you hear that as well. It's like, what's playing the trick? Is it my mind or is it Mark?
Yeah. Well, that's why I had AI do it for years.
Dude, that's
So it wasn't even me interfering or you interfering. It was like AI heard it, and
you're
now
kind of breaking my brain here.
anyway.
I feel
So
weird.
so he started recording and listening to speeches. He did Martin Luther King Jr. He did some others, and politicians, and he started looking into this. Is this is where it gets really crazy. Really, really crazy. He starts listening to stuff about JFK.
Oh no. Not our boy.
Right?
Man.
So he reversed some Lee Harvey Oswald recordings when they
Oh,
arrested
gosh.
him and some other, like, during that. And so one of the things he heard him say, and again, I listened to all of these. I don't have the audio to put here, but I listened to all of these and I hear it. Hear them, they wish to kill the president. And they're powerful and here to serve the White House. And another time he heard him say, when he was asked why did it or who did it, Oswald was saying, he said, I didn't shoot anyone, I didn't do it. In reverse, at that same moment, you hear all three men are walking, which ties into this conspiracy of that it was three people working together.
Yeah.
And this
Okay.
recording would have happened before this conspiracy started going.
So far, you're building a really good case for the subconscious.
Right? So then Lyndon Johnson, who was the vice president, took over as president after this, was doing a speech going over it. And he said, America has to be united. And in reverse, you hear, I sent the money. You faked the gun.
Oh my.
Then the FBI director, J. Edgar Hoover, says in
No,
reverse,
not him.
after the talk, we set it up. So he's looking into this stuff. It already sounds crazy, but okay, whatever. While he's doing this, he gets a phone call telling him to stay out of JFK business. And then, like, not that much longer, his house is burned down.
Of course.
And he was home when it happened and fled, but he happened to be recording because I guess that's what he does. And so on his tape, you can hear someone yelling at him that the house is on fire, and then you can hear people going through his office. So like whoever burned his house down was in his house going through his stuff. So then he moves obviously to a new setup in an office, and his office gets broken into several times, and they put something on his computer without him realizing. And they notice later that
Was
data
it what's the best way to put this? Was it what the FBI is known for putting on men's computers when they want them to go away?
no, it's them tracking what he's doing.
Okay.
Because he finds out that at 3 a.m. every single day, data from his computer is being sent to an IP address in Virginia.
Which is right there beside DC. Yeah.
Okay. In 1990, he was analyzing President Bush Sr., one of his speeches about before the Gulf War started. And in reverse, you can hear Simone in the sand. And Oates didn't know what this meant. And this was like, yeah. So like he didn't know what this meant, and this is before the Gulf War even started, before anybody knew what was going on. But it turns out the word Simone means a desert storm, but like a very hot, violent, suffocating storm, or a desert storm.
Desert Storm, Operation Desert.
And then it's
Desert
literally
Storm.
the next year, Operation Desert Storm happens. And he has no.
Which was one of the best American war operations ever. By the way, it was okay. I'm not getting into all that.
But
it was a great.
He
war.
heard like Bush before Desert Storm was like publicly known by anybody, because obviously in 1990 they were already probably working on it. But like Oates didn't know what it meant. He's like, this means like I hear the phrase, but it doesn't mean anything. It wasn't until hindsight that you're like, oh, this works with this, but it was like not shoehorned.
I've got a question. Does it say anywhere, like, as he's listening to this stuff, he's like putting it out there for people?
Yes, because
so it's not like years later. Oh, I heard.
No.
It's like,
he sends his findings to the Defense Department and CNN. There's a story on it on CNN.
Okay, he's doing everything right so
far. But then our wonderful government suddenly changes stories and says, oh, this stuff is hogwash. There's nothing to it. It's fake. We don't even really know who this guy is. But then 2016,
But we'll burn his house down.
2016 stuff starts getting declassified, and it turns out the FBI was paying very close attention to what he was doing and was using reverse speech in their own stuff in criminal investigations. And the stuff was being used in many fields, not just in criminal investigations. It was used.
So they would let's say they're interrogating somebody, right? They record them and then they
Listen to it in reverse to see if there was anything suspicious there.
Do they use that as evidence?
Probably not, but they might pick up a name. I don't know.
Get a general
This is
direction.
100% me speculating.
Yeah.
But maybe they heard a phrase or a name or a place or something that they're like, okay, let's look into this, see if there's anything here.
Sure. I mean,
I don't know.
okay, go ahead.
I don't know how they used it. I just know
Yeah.
that it's fact they were using it. There's been some more recent history stuff that's been reversed. Like, this is not newsworthy, but this was in the thing I was listening. There was like a woman in an ad where she was talking about life choices, and like, I don't know what the full ad is, but I think it's one of those business, like, I'm going to make basically like you have to choose between a life or family for women.
Call 87.
And she says, I had a career, I had my life. That's what that she says. But he was reverse. It sounds like she says, I'll marry you to get ahead.
Oof.
Oh man.
So,
Oof.
but
Stay
then
away from her.
Then you're gonna love this one, Andrew. Dr. Fauci, when talking about if we needed to wear masks outdoors,
Get this guy in prison.
in reverse, we must now be lying.
Okay. Get this guy in prison.
Now,
Get this guy in prison.
What are you saying in reverse?
Get this guy in prison. I really want him to go.
he's saying in reverse, this guy's my hero.
Oh, I got.
I want to be like him when I grow up.
Good
I
thing
got-
the mic cut out when you said
I'm a
hero.
real Democrat.
Anyway, so obviously this could very well just be fake nonsense and means nothing, but I find it interesting, and I'm really glad that my experiment that I wasn't even going to do it first. Like I transcribed it because I didn't hear anything, and I was just hoping I would hear something. So I was like, I just wonder. And then whenever I very clearly heard that Mark phrase, I was like, I'm going to see if this is real. And the fact that it is,
It's wild.
makes me and like all this, like, again, I skipped a lot.
So did you hear that Mark phrase before or
No.
after the AI?
I couldn't hear.
You couldn't hear it until
I couldn't make out anything
right.
when I first heard it.
See, that's my big thing on this. Sure, there are some things that your brain picks up that puts
Yeah.
together words. I mean, that's what our brains do when we hear somebody speak.
We're a pattern recognition
Yes.
type of
Yes.
processor in our brain.
But unless somebody or something with AI says it to you first, you won't hear it.
Well, that I go know what you're saying, and in one sense I agree with you.
It'd be hard pressed for you to actually hear it. That's what
And
I should say.
I in one sense would agree with you, but I disagree with you because if it would have been somebody else who like if Vandy heard it himself because he already knows Mark and it's something on his brain.
Yeah.
And then we hear it after that, 100% agree with you. But with it being an AI,
The thing
with it being an AI, it's not it's not a person's brain doing it. It's
yeah.
it's not someone
Maybe-
listening to pattern. It's literally a machine saying, "This is what I heard."
Maybe if we listen to it in reverse but slowed down a little bit.
That's what I was gonna say. The AI is probably slowing it down
Yeah.
and trying to match syllables and cadences and different things
So-
like that.
If it was a person, I would agree with you more. But since it's not, it removes the factor of like I'm trying to find a pattern because that's what brains do.
Yeah.